Alright, back again. And it is time to, I guess, explain my prior suffering and why I realised I screwed up. I actually have to do. So, yep, the flag. Go. That always happens. Will happen every time. This rolling machine. If I remember right, this is actually used to make rail carts out of treated woods, sticks, and other bits and pieces, but I forget exactly what. We will need it later, but it's not the machine I thought it was. So, the metal former is the machine that I'm actually looking for. And the reason I took a look at this recipe and went, oh shit. The basic machine casing requires an iron chipset. Iron plates, we can do iron plates, and with this we'll be able to make iron plates for half the cost. The iron chipset needs an assembly table. And 200,000 RF. So, to put that in perspective, the survivalist generators made 50,000 RF. That's gonna take a while. You know, after we make the assembly table. How is that thing spelled? God. There it is. Obsidian, diamond gear, gold gear, surrounded by diamonds. So, there go 5 diamonds. Yeah? 5 of our 9 diamonds into this one thing immediately. 6 obsidian. Obsidian's not too bad. We're not set up for it entirely, but we can do it pretty quickly. Redstone, I think we've got another kicking around. But the assembly table needs to be powered, but it's not powered in the standard way. You need to aim a laser at it. So more obsidian, more redstone, and diamantine electron tubes, which is another 5 diamonds. God, there's... We're at 9, so we can't do this until we find yet one more diamond. I had the emerald trade. Oh. And that will make... That will be able to make... We'll be able to make this once we have... Problem number 2. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. This is the exact same thing as this, but with rubber. That we can't get yet, because we don't have a rubber tree. To get a rubber tree, we need to sift dirt. To get dirt, we need some sort of organic material and to compost them in these barrels. Is 8 organic material to 1 dirt. So that could be saplings, that could be leaves, that could be apples, and then you compost it, then you sieve it, and there's like a 2% chance you're actually getting the thing you want. I'm gonna get some redstone. I'm going to sieve for some diamonds. We're gonna get the assembly table going. We're going to power the assembly table with the survivalist generator, and while we do that, we're going to sort out the tree. In that order. Because the assembly table, once we have the tree, it's pretty much immediate, we're done. The iron chipset, that's not so quick. Once we have the water wheel actually up and running, yeah, it's all going to be pretty quick. other than making all the water wheels. Yeah, it's just gonna take a bit, but it'll be fine. Wonder how quickly we can move into solar. No time soon, but interesting thought. Some powdered gold ore. That's exactly what we need. I think that's platinum, so I think that's diamond dust. Ooh. Maybe that is platinum dust. That's silver and tin. Diamondy. Well, you need 5 diamond dust to make a diamond anyway, so that's not happening. Sorry, it's very warm at the moment. It's kind of putting me to sleep a bit. I'll probably go get a drink in a minute, but I'll pause the video, grab it and come back. You won't notice much of a difference. So, I think once we've done that, got the water wheel online, we can start the automatic sieves so we don't have to worry about it all so much. That'll be good. In the meantime, we just have to kind of sieve everything by hand. And not think about the process. It is diamond dust. The process ahead. We have 11 redstone now. Okay. I need a diamond, don't I? I really need to sort out a little bit more inventory space, don't I? Got enough durability. Good. So we will do this. We will merge all of it into gravel. Then we will sift all of the gravel. Yeah, once all that's done, it's pretty good to go. I started looking up some royalty-free music. We might give that a bit of a shot at some point. No. See. Can't just put some music on stream or anything, as it's being recorded to YouTube, so... With any luck, this can be the last set of compressed cobble that we need to harvest like this, which would be very nice because I think that is the quickest I've ever gotten through the cobble stage. I don't think I've ever done any quicker. Normally I go through 10 to 20 stacks of cobble. I'm not even sure we hit 10. Certainly feels like it's gone a lot quicker. Yeah, so get the diamonds, make the diamantine cubes. Yeah, we need to make obsidian at that point. Yeah, so it's just obsidian that's really a pain. If we don't get the diamond, that's a bit of a pain, but we... get rid of as much of this from my inventory as possible. The fun part of this mod pack. So yeah, I'm not suffering as much as I thought I'd be at the moment, at least. Get gotten a diamond though. I think we just saw nothing pop out of one of them. Definitely no diamond yet. Might be doing this for a little bit. Oh, there we go. There's the diamond. Have the diamond. Such a fun part of this pack. Just sitting here sieving. Hours and hours of this at times. Decent amount of gold. Very much something we could use. We have one diamond still. Diamonds. Rather not run the odds of accidentally using an extra 5 diamonds. I believe they're for the lasers themselves, right? 5 redstone per laser with 2 tubes. obsidian. Have enough. The 2 lasers, but we can certainly run with 1 for a minute and then sort some redstone out after. We'll probably go for an assembly halo at some point, just to not have to run around with crafting tables. So, diamond gear, diamond. We need to make a gold gear for obsidian. We can do that. Gold in thing that see. Now comes the fun part, I guess. You know what? I will use slabs for this. Because now you can see what you're doing. Take this water, put the water here. We take some lava and we put it in there. We get an obsidian. Where I said we needed a lot of lava, well, this is the beginning. Sorry. But we can now make our assembly our assembly table. So our assembly table, gold gear surrounded by diamonds. And we have the assembly table. One more obsidian. Luckily, that one was done. We had a perfect amount of obsidian to at least start the process. Yeah, I'm gonna stand. Break this. Give me back my cables. You know what? I don't actually have the space to work with anyway. I'm gonna F7 for the lighting. 2 will torch. Torch is on us, we do. Torch. Assembly table here. The assembly table, I actually have a chest on me. It outputs to a chest. But here. So. Step in. Place this here. Charging the laser. On redstone. One redstone, one iron ingot. I was about to say, I think I put the laser a bit too close. No. So this is the rate we're going to be building things at for a little while. I'm not going to make the second laser just yet, even though we have the diamond stuff ready for it. Survivalist generator. Gonna take this thing a little while to make that, but once it does, that will be good. Next step in the plan was to make the rubber. We can make stone shears in this mod, and we are going to love them because they are dirt cheap, very simple to use. Do I have an axe? Yes. Do this, I think. First things first, plant, fertilize. That. Shears, because we want to collect the leaves. Really cover this as it's a trip hazard. Cut this down. I'm going to make another chest for random bits and pieces that I'm collecting because my inventory is a I'll put that there for a minute, yeah. Bunch of stuff we don't need right this second. I have the 10 electron tubes in one of them. Yeah, already we have 52 oak leaves. So we fill this up and it starts composting. Once it's finished composting, we get a block of dirt. A block of dirt can be thrown through the sieve. The sieve will give back seeds. Is it the right seed? Probably not. Another mutant tree. Okay, well... we're not going to do it efficiently, but we will. Down most where we can. Damned mutant trees. Right, we've got to be careful because we think we can actually fall into them. Oh. Can we? Certainly falling into the void is a much more present issue, I feel. And it will be ever present. Random leaves blocks in my smeltery. Everything? Okay. Go around collecting all the blocks. And finish cutting down the tree. Mutant trees so much. So we have our first bit of dirt. We don't need the water on top of this one, but make a few barrels. I like to make more than a line usually because it manage them. Normally I make 8 because 8 by 8 is 64 and that's just a stack. Okay, so our piece of dirt, if I this is what we're after. So we are after this rubber tree seed. Yep, there's one rubber tree seed, so it has a 2% chance, so the likelihood is I am going to need to make 50 blocks of dirt, on average. Or I could get exceptionally lucky with dirt block number 1. I did not. The compost bins. So we are going to make another chest in a minute to store seeds and things in, because we are going to get quite a few of them most likely, and we will need them for other projects anyway. It's not like they don't have a use. We did have enough wood for that anyway. Couple chests from that. Anything seed related we'll put up there. Barrels. Fill up. Oh, I thought we had a perfect amount. 1 plank short. There we go, a random plank. Okay, so now we can do them in stacks. I'm going to expand the platform this way a bit. Just while we work on this. Again, we'll probably eventually abandon this downstairs section, so I'm not going to put too much into this section. Move up there where the sky is nicer. So it doesn't matter what you throw in, it's all worth 1/8. You could be throwing in tons and tons of wheat and it does. You know what, let's take this water back in here. We're not using this at the moment, we can always set it back up later. And now we can actually see what we're doing. 15 dirt blocks, so Give it another crack. Do we get the seed we're looking for? I don't know. And of course, we've still got to keep doing this anyway, because if we're going to make a garden upstairs, then we're going to need a lot more dirt. Which means doing this a lot more too. Hopefully we already have a rubber tree sapling, but odds say that we don't. But you never know. So we have acorns, melon, birch. Later we have a new tree type. Sugarcane. Stone to make cobblestone from. Cobblestone can be grown from trees. Quite literally. Not even sure there's enough cobblestone in... No, there would be enough cobblestone. To replace the shears that we're using, there's more than enough cobblestone in the trees. A bit sad, isn't it? Alright, the other thing I wanted to do while I'm thinking about it is I wanted to expand this way just a smidge. Just as like a safety net, because when I had the mutant tree and I was kind of prancing around over here, I was a bit like, not a lot of room. Not a lot of room to work with. I'm clearly doing okay, but it's not a matter of if you're doing okay, it's more of a like when you're not gonna be doing okay. It's gonna happen eventually, just give it time. Just happens less frequently if you're semi-good. Or you've been playing too much Skyblock. When I first started this, I ended up using the hammer a little bit too much because my brain went on autopilot. I might have hammered right through the floor. There's a reason I let the water go down so much, because there's so many ways you can fall being an idiot. So... 64 leaves into the barrels. Take our 16 dirt and try again. With any luck, we will get the rubber tree seed, or we'll get every other seed first and then the rubber tree. The rubber tree is actually quite interesting because there's two variations of it that you can get. When you open it up, it could be a Mine Factory reloaded rubber tree seed, which I don't really like, and I will probably go as out. Is it the rubber, that one I don't like? I think I normally go for the Industrial Craft one, but we'll see. One of them's a little more renewable than the other. I think it's the Industrial Craft that I like, but the Mine Factory might have better automatic processing. Acorn, melon, pumpkin, and seeds. Here we didn't get it again. So we're getting quite the collection going. We can afford to toss 16 oak tree saplings in there. death of us. I should really make a shiny hatchet. Can I make shiny shears? Hmm. I wonder how well these do. Genuinely kind of curious now. Shiny isn't really, well, platinum isn't really used for anything else, so it's really good to just throw into tools because it's a strong material. So platinum and shiny, really good to just throw wherever you can. My axe, I'd rather not make a shiny axe though. The reason I don't want to do that is it would take up the gold that we currently have from the project we're currently doing, so we'll avoid that idea for the moment. Instead, continue filling compost bins with all the leaves. All broke. Shears. I mean, nothing really goes faster than shears, so I'm only interested in the durability at this point. Generally, shiny is good for durability. Does it have shears? Kind of hard to tell. Would be just two blades or something. Oh. Look is one of my favorites. We'll be making that later. Different tool pieces. You can't see that there are any shears. Also make bows. Javelins, throwing knives, arrows. Break chances. Anyway. Bolts. Although by the time I need a bow, to be honest, it's hard to say when I will need a bow in this, because generally monster spawns should be controlled by me, because spawn otherwise. So I probably got a gun by that point. Let's sieve. I certainly don't really want to be sending this much dirt to the void, but seeds, how much do 12 different seed types, including the rubber tree. Probably will be required, because you will need to crossbreed them with other stuff later down the line. Sugarcane is a big one for that, and got it, so. See what I mean? So when I say the farming stage, in the farming stage. Be a lot of farm. A lot of GM crops. You know, natural GM. Long term. We have the rubber tree seed. 6, 7. We're missing 2, are we? Probably stuff I can live with, so. Acorns, potatoes, stones and seeds. Acorns, potato, stone, and seed. It is faster the other way. Birch, rubber, spruce, grass. Rubber. Don't have spruce. Acacia, sugarcane, melon, pumpkin carrot. Just sugarcane. So we're missing, basically we're missing the spruce tree and we're missing the acacia tree. We get the birch tree. Spruce is really nice because you can make some really big trees. Birch I think is my favourite tree. I'm oak, spruce and birch personally. So we are not going to sieve anymore for now. We will try and get the spruce. But we can start setting up our farm over there at some point. In the meantime, grab the crook. Gonna grab the rubber tree. Get how to do this. Got the industrial craft one. So we're gonna crook these because we love it to drop more saplings, because if we do not saplings, we'll process again. There's one. Perfect. So we should be more than okay now. I have had it where a tree of like an oak tree just did not give me any saplings, and I was getting very concerned that I was going to end up with reset. So the Industrial Craft 2 trees, if I remember right, they will have... Is it the Mine Factory trees I like? I have a feeling it's the Mine Factory trees. Thought they were meant to have like a tap on them. Industrial Craft 2 has a tree tap. I can't see headed tap on this tree. Yeah. Can't see this tree can be tapped. Well, meant to be like some resin like oozing out. Some resin from just doing this, so certain turned into can burn rubber wood. We make an extractor, we can extract it out. Alright then. How much is an extractor? More rubber than I have, for one. And another iron chips. The first one even finished making. It has finished. Right, well maybe we will make a second one then. Because at the moment we have 2 rubber. Just pathetic. But I think it'll be far too close. Yeah, let's continue our rubber tree. Another crook. Down. Oh. Much easier to prune, less to prune. Already gained back our sapling and an extra one. Fussed about this. Okay. I don't think you tap these trees. This version then. I think I really should make this one iron chip set with the 8 plates, and then, because if I'm only gonna get this, I must be doing something wrong. No way I'm not doing something wrong right now. This is what I've been looking for. Oh yeah, I'm not going mad. It does exist. Thank you. I have 6. Gotta head upstairs. We're going to make the extractor. Oh wait, we're getting around that. Yeah, we can. I think we've got more, don't we? We'll just throw the silkworm. Don't think we're in need of a silkworm anytime soon. Of these. Forge hammer back. Into here for plates. Let's go get our iron chips set. We're gonna need to make that thing. Whether we do it for this or that, it doesn't matter. Be a lot slower. Hunger bar. Cold. One redstone, so we do need more redstone. I need more redstone. Okay. So cobblestone. Again. That is a terrible trade. Trade my machine casing for 8. It's so expensive. Basically lose everything that machine did, time-wise, resource-wise as well. Need a lot more assembly table stuff going forward. A lot more. Doing pretty well there. Because if we can run that down, we can use our apple juice very handily. Oh, it's nearly been an hour anyway. So I will end the recording shortly. Go grab a drink and continue another hour, I think. Very slow, methodical. Hammering to sieving we go. We actually need redstone, don't we? We've got to go further beyond, yeah. Gravel. Yeah, the jumping really makes you hungry in this game. Goes. Back down we go. I mean, of course it's redstone, so we've got to turn the sand to dust and go again. But hopefully we won't have to go any more after that. We will need to make another. We'll do this stack and we'll end recording for a minute. Go grab a drink. Continue on. Okay. Sadly, it's not getting any cooler in here. It's still just as hot. Oh well. Is what it is, I guess. Yeah. Kind of weird playing this without music, but going alright. Maybe we can find a music disc at some point and just put that on repeat forever. Tired and bored of it. I found the sound option for the block breaker. It's under blocks. It's sad because that means every other block is silent as well. But we can probably turn that back on if we've turned the block breaker off. Dust. Press dust. This is 66. 4? Yeah, 100. I don't get that. Get that at all. Have our dust to sieve through redstone and the like. I think that's just it. We're going to make an extractor from that, aren't we? We have the machine block. Rubber now. Just 20 planks of wood. Plate, 2 redstone. Copper. Yeah, see you next time. We'll have the extractor going and shortly after metal former. Bye.